Hey everyone, and welcome to the 2023 CueTube Invitational Tournament and Match 1. Thank you for joining us as we set out on this big collaboration between myself, Wrote for Q, and two other amateur snooker content channels on YouTube, namely Work, Rest and Play Snooker, which is run by Andy Beale, and Snooker's Burden Trophy, which is run by Steve Burden, where he plays rolling best of 35s with his best mate, Mark Harris, who's also joining us on this tournament. Now, the format of the tournament is quite simple. We're going to play best of 4 framed matches as a round-robin league, basically where everybody plays everybody. And what we'll do is we'll total up the number of frames won, and the top 2 players based on frames won will go forward into a playoff final, regardless of the points difference. Now, if the points are even at the end of the round-robin, then it will be decided on the head-to-head. If their head-to-head was a draw, then it will be decided on number of wins. If it's still tied after that, then I'm not sure what we do, but thankfully it didn't come to that. Anyway, these matches are going out at 5 p.m. every day, starting today, and you need to make sure that you're subscribed to both Work, Rest and Play Snooker and Snooker Burden Trophy so you don't miss any of the 6 round-robin matches. The final will be simultaneously released across all 3 channels. The snooker match itself will be the same, including the same commentary, but there might be a little bit of difference between the introduction and the outro. So you can pick and choose which channel you watch it on, but it would be really great if you could watch it on all 3, just so you can see the slight differences. Anyway, let's get straight into match 1, which is between myself, Adam Cook, and Steve Burden of Snooker's Burden Trophy. Now, this is technically match 1, but we did start match 2 at the same time on table 2.
Okay, then off we go with the very first frame of the very first match of CueTube 2023, and it features myself. And it also features Steve Burden from Snooker's Burden Trophy. I broke off, as you see, bit shorter pace, but otherwise it's fairly aggressive break. Gave Steve a chance of that opening red, but just a little bit off. So can't really see a pot that I like to take on, so playing safe. But this is cuttable, but he's going to be going in towards the pack, so kind of needs to get it. And he hasn't got it, unfortunately. As you see, we're using a spotty cue ball, so hopefully be able to see the spin and such that we more than often than not put on the ball unintentionally. So screwing or stunning up for the blue, not quite stunned as far as I'd want, also stunned a bit wider than I wanted, but still got a straight blue, and hopefully can leave this well. I tried to stun for the red closest back past the black, but I actually screwed it a bit too much, so just a safety shot off the corner of the pack here, but I actually hit it far too thick. I meant to come around the other side of the pocket and get back up to balk there, but played that very badly. So Steve's got a chance here, longish red, half a chance maybe. It's tricky, yeah, longish red to top corner. But he's played it in such a way that he hasn't really left anything other than what he was playing, so I'm just going to play a safety shot here. Well, it was a pot attempt, but safety in mind, and that's the pot hasn't gone in, but it's worked out quite nicely cue ball wise. So safety shot from Steve. That's okay. He's caught that red, but it kicked the cue ball up the table. Although this red is gettable over the corner, but well, it was unlucky. But I'm not sure where my colour was coming from. But never mind. So leaves Steve a chance. And there we go. Nice red. Just come a bit short on the blue though. A couple of things to say about the scoring. We did the scoring live in the room using some software, and so there is maybe sometimes a little bit of delay in scores going up, just because the person who isn't playing and is doing the scoring for the person who is playing can't necessarily get round to the laptop to do the scores as the ball goes in. So just have to bear with us on that. But trust me, it saved us all a lot of editing. So yeah, safety shot from me. Caught the green though, otherwise it would have been a better shot, but still pretty decent. Steve caught that too thick, unfortunately though, and he's left this red to the middle. Now, can I get back down? Well, can I get to the blue, or is it what? It's difficult to tell what the angle is. Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure what I was going for there, but either way, it didn't work out. So safety off the brown, I think. Yeah, but caught that too thin. But not too much for Steve to go at, to be fair. He plays that well. Nice thin safety. Just doesn't want to go in. Oh yeah, that's worked out okay. Looked like it was going in for a second. Just a concerning one for me, trying to find the gap between the red and the black, really, just to try and stop a red being left. But have left the cue ball poking out, so Steve can cut this red in, but he doesn't quite manage it. But he plays nicely for the pink, so it's a bit of a shame that doesn't go in. So I'm having to play a plant here. Can I get a screw back for the pink? But well, no, because I didn't screw back. Oh no, maybe I was studying for the pink into the middle. Fair play. Just having to cuddle this red a bit to get access to the pink, which I do, but don't screw back enough because I was trying to screw back to the red that's directly below the cue ball now. So just playing a safety shot, which I get a little bit fortunate off, flick off the pink rather, to take the cue ball back up the table a bit further. Oh, that's a lovely long pot from Steve though. And can he get this blue past the yellow? Looks like he can. That's what he's playing. Well, I think he could have done, but didn't quite get the line right. You may hear noise from the tables. This was a two-table club, so two tables in this room, and obviously Mark and Andy, who are the other two competitors in CueTube 2023, are playing on the other table. So my microphone and my camera seemed to pick up their table better than it picked up this table. Weirdly, I don't know why, but so that wasn't a good shot. I meant to hit that thin on the way past rather than not come off the cushion and hit it almost full ball, which leaves Steve that good shot into the corner, and he manages to get out nicely for bought colour, but he's turning down the bought colour and going for the pink. Oh, well, a little fortunate with that. I'm not certain the pink was the right shot, but never mind, he got it in. But yeah, a bit of frustration there. Didn't quite get the line that. Okay. They sometimes make you look a bit silly, because I don't think he was actually that far off the pot, but they obviously hitting the other red made it look like he was miles away. Yeah, I was just saying the reds are all grouped up around the black, so it's going to be a bit of a long drawn out frame this, and actually this was a long drawn out match. I've managed to get the video down to, I think it's about 90 minutes, something like that, but it was originally, without any editing, was about 3 hours, and in the schedule for the day I'd only allowed 2 hours per match, so it was a bit of a challenge trying to catch up. So decent red from me, but obviously left myself hampered to try and get that pink in, but so I didn't, and left Steve this rest shot. Pink's there waiting though, so doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Maybe just stun back, and he's played that really nicely. Very good shot. I think he's dead straight though, so it's very difficult to get. It's maybe going to use the knuckle here to try and get down the table. Oh, he's played that nicely. Very nice. Yeah, he's just said he wasn't playing to land this side of the table, but still, he played it pretty well. It was unlucky. Just ended up just a bit too close to the cushion. But he takes the lead. So just a safety shot from me. Not a particularly good one either. I didn't really want to hit that red into the other reds to split them up at this point in time, so I didn't. I should have hit that thinner. That wriggles in, but it's a good shot, and nicely up the table for a colour. Got a choice here. Green is definitely the shot, I think, off the top cushion and back down, hopefully. Very difficult, obviously, to get on a red, but it's a good attempt. Is he going to split this red, split this group? He's not. He's just going to miss it. But does this red pass the one near the cushion? I don't think it does, hence why he's taking on the thin cut. That's a great shot. They're not easy, those ones. He just could, as I said, he just could have done with a kiss on the yellow to hold it up. But otherwise, it was a very good putt. He's tried the safety shot, and it's okay, but I think he would have preferred it to have been closer to the, rolled up to the yellow rather than that. And just while we've got a bit of a minute there, shout out to our hosts who Rush Sports Bar in Witney in Oxfordshire. They kindly agreed to host us, gave us a significant discount on the room hire. And Kahuna Flooring is also our other sponsor who donated our trophy. And don't forget to like this video if you're enjoying it by clicking the thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen or in your app. And also, if you've got some snooker playing friends who perhaps aren't aware of this, please do share it on socials and all that kind of stuff. Right, can Steve get this red in? Oh, he's just overcut it slightly, but it's not too bad because he's just kind of the brown, which wouldn't have been good if he, which he wasn't playing for, but still managed to make this red tricky for me. But I decided to play it in the bottom corner rather than cut it in because I thought that was the safer option if I'd missed it, and I think that's probably the right call. So a safety shot from Steve, one of those topspin run-through shots that I do like to play. He's just put the red towards the corner pocket though, which is also something I do quite often. But I couldn't capitalise on it, or have I fluked it? No, I haven't fluked it. But I have kind of got away with it though. This is portable though, but it's having to stretch over here. He wasn't far off. And he's kind of left it for me, although I'm having to lean over this ball and it's a bit sort of distracting for me. Yeah, as I said, I was distracted by the blue. Couldn't quite get comfortable on the shot there. So this last few reds are proving to be a bit of a mission. Steve has got a slender lead, but it's not much, and especially when he rattles one in the jaws and leaves it like that. Camera position has changed just because Steve stood up on that shot and knocked it, so I had to readjust it a bit, so it's not quite back in the same place, but hopefully it's okay. We didn't have a lot of room at the end of the table for the cameras, so playing shots like that, they were kind of in the way. But a nice red and a nice pink, but obviously very difficult to get on a red. So just a safety, but I have opened the reds up at least, so we'll hopefully move the frame on and draw on the scores level. That wasn't far away. Pink is going. No, I thought the pink might cover this red that's close to the corner pocket. But I don't like these shots that are sort of like a ball width away from the rail. I struggle with them, as you see, because I tend to not. I don't know. I tend to be. I need to just think about overcutting them because whatever shot I line up is always too thick. So I just need to think about overcutting them. But Steve plays that nicely. Has he managed to? Well, maybe could have done with an extra ball roll or two to get to the middle pocket, but he has at least got this into the top corner, and that is right in the middle of the pocket. But he hasn't thought about the pink, and he's snooking himself when it's respotted. So that's very, very unfortunate. Easy to do, not think about the ball when it's not on the table. Especially if you're not playing it from its spot. So just a safety shot for me, but a pretty good one. But a good reply from Steve. Nice little kiss on the green. Would have been a good shot anyway, but that's just made it even better. And I hit that too thick. I was trying to play it as a shot to nothing, but hit it too thick and consequently went in off. In off obviously wouldn't have been on if I got the potting angle right, but so what Steve's going to do here, I think the red high up on the table close to the block line is a bit too thin to the middle, so he's going to take this long red onto the bottom left corner. bottom right corner as we look at it. But he didn't quite get that right, and unfortunately that red has gone right the way up to the other end of the table and got itself close to the yellow pocket. So can I stun this in? I can. I kind of wanted to come off the cushion and back out a little bit for this green to be a bit easier. It's now pretty thin, and yeah, my plan was there to cut it in and go right the way around the table, but I hit it far too thin. But never mind, got the red in. But Steve has got that red in and the green over the pocket. I guess the bonus for me is that the yellow is on the cushion, so and he's kind of the wrong side of the green here to get easily on the yellow. He's just overhit that slightly, so just a safety shot from here, I would assume. Stun the white onto the cushion and the yellow down the other end of the table. That's exactly what's happened. But he's just caught the blue. It's safe enough, but not quite the shot he was planning. So my turn, and not pretty happy with that shot. Bit of spin, played that nicely. Obviously, wasn't specifically playing for a snooker, but I was playing to get the cue ball in that sort of area, knowing that snooker was always a chance, and I managed to get it. And Steve was unfortunately not able to get the line right. We're not playing any sort of misrule or anything like that in this tournament, so just playing straight on. So another safety shot from me. Nice to manage to get the cue ball close to the cushion, so that means Steve's options are a bit limited. Otherwise, he might have had a chance for a snooker back. But he's just very unlucky to catch the black with the yellow, so it came back and hit the cue ball. Meant I was able to cut that in. Actually played that a little too hard, otherwise might have had a shot on the green, but no shot on the green, so just trying to get the cue ball behind the blue. Not quite, but still safe enough. Round the angles, safety shot from Steve. It's okay. Both balls are in the sort of middle of the table though, which, whilst I'm not really going to go for a pot, makes the safety shot a little bit easier, especially trying to get behind the blue again. Played that with a lot of side, and that is possibly one of the best shots I've played all day, I think. That is exactly how I intended it. So very tough for Steve to get out of this. It gets pretty damn close, though. This is very unfortunate. So that brings the scores equal, with the green still, with the colours still left apart from the yellow. I get away with that. That was a terrible shot from me, and I managed to get away with that. I do apologise at the time, I think. But it gives Steve a chance to play a decent, telling safety. Again, push the cue ball towards the pocket, but has got a good cue ball. Sorry, push the green towards the pocket, but has got a good cue ball. So I don't even bother taking the pot on. Just try and. Oh no, I do say it was a pot attempt. So I thought I was playing a safety there, but obviously I was playing a pot attempt and got nowhere near it. So just the up and down. I said just the up and down safety shot from Steve. Plays it pretty well. Almost gets the snooker behind the pink, but would have had to roll a fair bit further. So just a thin safety from me. Try to focus on these situations. Try to focus more on the object ball, getting the object ball on the cushion rather than the cue ball, and that's exactly what I did there. And Steve has done the same, although that bounce on the green just brought it out to be cuttable into this top corner pocket. The brown is safe though, so it's not really that much going to be gained from potting it, but either way I didn't pot it. Now I have a fluke to snooker. That one I did not play for, and I do apologise.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, he just caught the knuckle.
Oh, that knuckle.
Just caught the knuckles, very unlucky. Otherwise that was a good line. So again, no. I maybe tried to double, but it was very speculative, and I think I might have left a. I think he's just said he hasn't got enough angle to pot this green. And yeah, he's having to go up the table. So I don't think it was a full ball snooker, but either way, I didn't play the snooker, so hold my hands up for that one. I think that was cuttable, but obviously didn't quite get the angle. But better to undercut it than overcut in those situations. And Steve may have got a snooker here. He has, or maybe not. Maybe I can. Well, if he has, it's a fairly easy one to just come off the cushion and hold the white there. Just caught the knuckle. I mean, it nearly went in, but that would definitely have been a fluke. But if it hadn't caught the knuckle, it would have been up towards the balk end. Now, can I cut this green in here? Got to avoid the in-off, though, if I do. Well, I didn't cut it in. Again, I undercut it rather than overcut it, which meant the green came back towards me. But this time the cue ball also came right back towards me. But thankfully I left it safe. But luck rather than judgment. Now, can I get this green in? I can't. It's all gone a little bit scrappy. And this time I haven't left it safe. So decent chance here for Steve. Brown is also there. He got close to it, but not quite. Now, can I get this green in and get back across for the brown? But it was exactly the shot I was playing, but I just wanted it to stop about a foot sooner. And I thought it's one of those shots where you convince yourself you can get through to the potting angle, and ended up catching the blue. Good screw back shot there from Steve. It was unlucky not to get the snooker. If the brown had been obviously on the left of the table, it would have been a nice snooker. But as he is, he's put it close to that green pocket. It's a long one, but I managed to get it in. Cue ball needs to slow down though. I've hit it too hard. It's kind of landed in no man's land, so just a safety shot from here. Top spin onto the cushion, although I didn't hit it very well with the rest, unfortunately. But it's just gone far enough past that middle pocket to not be cuttable, thankfully. So 10 points in it, still 18 left, so not over yet. So that was an okay safety. Cue ball was decent. Blue was okay. But good reply from Steve. But nice blue for me as long as I don't go in off. And I've managed not to go in off. So pink will make sure, and the pink goes in. So there's the first frame to me. Okay, straight into frame 2 we go, and this time it's Steve to break. Nice break, just a little shy of pace, but that's probably more to do with the tables than anything. So these tables aren't the quickest, especially considering this was quite early in the day and the heating had only just come on, so it was quite cold in the club. But a mistake from me, but I'm lucky not to leave anything easier for Steve other than this long red. But he's played it nicely. He's very unlucky not to get it, actually, because it looks pretty close, but he also just walked into the camera. So red in the middle for me, but I just don't get on enough on it to get back out for the blue in the opposite, in the same pocket. So try to cut the blue into the top corner, and well, he wasn't far off, but I wasn't ever getting on a red. So it's just a safety shot from Steve with the blue over the pocket. You could quite easily leave it there. but I'm going to try and get down towards the bottom end of the table. Nearly going off, but probably worse than that. I've left a pot, which he gets, but doesn't quite get the action on the cue ball perhaps he was looking for, so he's left himself snookered on everything but the black. And obviously the black is not potable. Not easily anyway. So just a safety shot. So I'm going to try and get on the black cushion. Behind the black spot, but not quite. And Steve has done a very similar shot, played it nicely. So I'm going to try and come off this thin, put the white on the baulk cushion, but on the right hand side of the red, but kind of the green, so didn't quite get it there. So Steve was able to play a decent safety shot, tap on the table from me, and he's covered this red with the yellow, so I'm having to play this red near the side cushion. Possible double cast on here, but no, actually no, it's okay. Played it a bit hard though, and cue ball's gonna come down the table. Has it come down enough to make this red easy? Well, easier. Well, I think it has, but he's just overcut it. Now he doesn't want to cut the blue in. Oh, and he's cut the blue in. It's very unlucky. But what that's done is put the blue on its spot, so it means I can't pot that red next to the blue. So actually, although he gave me 5 points, it would have almost certainly been 6 if he hadn't put the blue in. And that is a good pot. Doesn't need a bit of luck, but would have been liked something easier. But this green is cuttable. I need to be going towards the reds again, but he's just overcut it. Managed to avoid the enough at least, and not left me anything easy. So trying to play this red into the bottom corner and screw back to the baulk cushion for safety, but probably should have had a bit more confidence with myself with the pot, because I get the screw back on the baulk cushion perfect, and I'm terrible at roll-up shots, and that's why I always overhit them. So I've left Steve an edge here, which he's found maybe a little bit thicker than he wants, but that's actually turned out pretty well because it's quite an aggressive shot. He's got the cue ball back past the baulk line, although this long red is on, but I'm risking a lot by taking it on. I managed to keep the cue ball the other side of the blue, which kind of helped, but was no idea where that red was going to go if I missed it, which I did miss it. And yeah, just again another one of those where he wasn't far off the pot, but just because he caught that other red, it made it look like he was miles off, but he really wasn't. And well, it was a nice red from me, but unless I was going to get some kind of cannon on the black, I was never going to be on a colour, so just a safety shot, which to be fair I played pretty well. So I've got to wait for another chance, but Steve has this chance as well, and he's played it really well. Again, just very difficult to control for a colour though. Now, safety shot on the blue. Yeah, that's what he's played, but it's not too bad. It's left me a couple of reds to go out, but I just didn't think I was going to get on the call. I was just going to be kind of careering into more reds, so decided to play another safety shot and maybe wait for a better chance, but could have done without cannoning in that brown, because now Steve could get one of these reds and potentially get back for the pink if he's got the cue power. Oh, he played that one. I thought he was going to play one of the three in a line. But yeah, good pot and nice safety. So not the most high scoring of games this. Lots of reds going in without colours. And caught that a bit thick. I was lucky to catch the black, actually. I don't think I was playing that deliberately. That would be a bit too adventurous for me. And that's a good line from Steve. Good sort of attempt at a shot to nothing. And well, the cue ball's not gone back as far as he would like, but still this is tough. But I even turned it down in favour of a safety shot, which actually is probably one of my better safety shots. Yeah, pretty happy with that one. So what can Steve do from here? Safety shot, but he's caught it too thin. He said it was wild. It was pretty good line. He just hit it. He either hit it too hard or caught it too thin. But given that the line was okay, I think he probably just hit it too hard. Nice red from me, but just didn't commit to it. Should have hit it a bit harder, trying to get up for yellow or brown, or even blue, I guess. So just playing the green, but didn't really play very well. A bit of mistake from Steve though. Where's this red going to land? Where's this red and cue ball going to land? Well, definitely pot on. Can I hold for the pink? No, I screw right the way back. Pretty good cue power from me. Maybe could have held for the pink in the middle pocket, but easy to say that in hindsight. But the old rest, one of many downfalls. He's a fair way off the pot, but it's nestled relatively nicely on this red. But I mean, I've got this one into the middle. I'm not sure if this red is blocking the potting angle. I think it's okay. It looks okay from this angle, but I'm just playing a safety anyway. Dead weight up to the cushion, not far off. Could have done with another roll. And yes, tough shot there. Left me this red. Pink is now close to the pocket, so there is at least an easy colour on. So just need to put this red in and make sure I don't snooker myself on the pink, which I nearly did, but I did actually work out quite alright in the end. But then I overcut the pink. Well, what was I thinking? That was the worst shot. I've gone from one of the best shots I played in that safety shot to one of the worst shots I played. And that was a chance to put some pressure on Steve, but he's putting the pressure on me now by getting that long red, and he's got nicely on either black or pink. Pink is obviously close to the pocket, and he's got it nicely. He's unlucky not to career into those reds and bring one into play, but he's still got this red near the black. It's tricky, this one though. Yeah, he was always going to be cannon into black, playing ball. Yeah, he's got 2 balls, which is good, and we're even on the scores in the frame. Just a safety shot from me. Pretty happy with that one. Although Steve can get to one of these reds, the edge of one of these reds, and send the white around the angles. As long as he avoids the double kiss, which he does, but he's hit it a bit hard, so he needs a bit of luck here. Is he going to get covered? No, he's not. So this red is on. Pink is on its spot, so it should be reasonably easy to get position, but I've hit it far too hard. I really didn't need to hit it that hard. I think that's, again, just because of confidence was low, playing it with safety in mind, where I really need to try and commit to breaks. Anyway, good brown. Oh, but then I do that. I mean, that's just stupid. Just don't foul. There was no pressure on that. The reds were safe. Just don't foul. Still, good pot from Steve. And nicely on the brown or blue. Blue might be the better option to get down for the colours, depends on the angle he's got, but he's gone for the brown. He's just taking the points, probably wise with such a close frame. Not far off that red. He's left a chance of it to the middle, but I'm going to have to hit that quite hard. It's quite hard to get the white past the pink for the pink back in the same into the corner pocket and into the left middle pocket, which I do, but not quite right. But I do get the pink in, and I'm pretty happy with that. But safety shot. And it's okay. Red's sort of come up the table a little bit, giving Steve a chance of a longish red. but hand on the table, can he get close to this? He does get close to it, but where's it going to finish for me? Is it going to finish potable? It definitely is potable. So can I get this in and get down for pink? Well, that was the plan. Didn't get close to the pot. I think I would have been close to the pink if I had got the pot, but if the pot doesn't go in, its position is kind of meaningless. So, safety shot from Steve. It's pretty good. Nice cue ball. Red is in the open, but not over the pocket, really. So, just a safety shot from me. Don't want to go in off, though. Don't want to go in off. No, it's slowed down. So, it's fairly safe. Yeah, just a safety shot. Played it well. And yeah, by putting the red near the colours, it's very difficult to play it up and down the spots, which is what I would prefer my preferred shot to be. And because of that, I make a mistake, but I get away with it by putting Steve in a snooker. And thankfully, he gets out of it because I don't like getting points from fluky snookers. So thankfully, he got out of it, and he didn't leave it on. So now a chance to put him in a snooker that I mean, which I don't do, but at least it's safe. And good safety shot. Red is on, but it's tough, this shot. I'll take it on though, and I do take it on. But no, I thought the white was going to go in, but it doesn't. Again, maybe should have committed to it a bit more. Aim to get the white in the middle of the table. Green doesn't go in. White nearly goes in. All sorts happening. Left Steve on the yellow as well. Oh, that was close. Played it well though, so the cue ball stuck to the bottom cushion. Having to dig down here. Trying to get behind the black, but very difficult when digging down from the cushion. But I'll take that because it's pretty safe. Oh, Steve narrowly avoids the in-off. And the gets a decent position on the yellow as well. So I don't think I played that as a double. I think I played to send it round the angles and didn't hit it hard enough. He went for the snooker there behind the black. Didn't quite get the angle. But then I shoot myself in the foot by going straight in. So, oh, it's unlucky, but he does manage to send it past the pocket at least, so it's not on for me. So trying to get behind the black, get the cue ball behind the black, yellow up towards the balk end, which is I've done, but the black is not quite in the, or the cue ball's not quite in the right place. Now, Steve sent this down towards the corner pocket. Oh, it's unlucky. Now, can I get this yellow in and get out for the green? Don't hit it too hard. I've hit it too hard. Always hit him too hard, always think I'm gonna struggle to get the cue ball out of the pocket. But actually, when you've got a decent angle like that, it's easy. Went for the pot. Managed to get away with it slightly. This is cuttable in, but it's tough. But he's done it. Very nice shot. And he's going to be nice on the brown, or nice-ish on the brown anyway. Not perfect, but should be able to get out for the blue here. If he can get the pot. Oh, he's just overcut it slightly. Now, this is another one of those. Cut it in, but don't hit it hard. Just hit it very gently, and I should come back round for the blue. But again, I've hit it a million miles an hour. I mean, at least it stopped before going in the pocket, but this should be a foot from the blue, not 3 foot from the blue.
That's right.
Got away with that one as well. Oh, that was close. Double kiss from Steve. Could have been worse. And what can I do here? Am I playing a safety? Yes, I'm just playing a safety, trying to get the white down towards the black cushion, which I've achieved. But I, again, really need to be focusing on the position of the object ball, not the cue ball so much. Steve has done both here, though, as he managed to get me in a snooker. I think he maybe just left me an edge of the blue here, maybe having to swerve it slightly. Oh, but I swerved it too much. Yeah, I think I was in two minds whether to try and swerve it and catch the edge or come off the back cushion, and I ended up doing neither. And I also left a free ball or another snooker, which obviously Steve elected to play me again, and I almost made the same mistake again, but at least I don't leave a snooker. But I do leave a chance for Steve to get this blue in, which he has done, so he just needs the pink. So a couple of silly snookers. I shouldn't have played those so hard, and then I probably wouldn't have left myself in another snooker. But a lovely pink from Steve to finish that frame. Okay, frame 3 then, and it's me to break this time. Yeah, pretty happy with that break. Not left anything easy. So just a containing one from Steve, but he doesn't quite get that right, and he's left me a chance of this red, which is easy position on the black. But I don't play that very well. And very close to that black. Could have done with the points, but obviously no chance for another red. But black over the pocket now. It's going to make this frame a little bit edgy, I think. Good safety from Steve. Left me hampered on the red I want to play. But with the black over the pocket, I can afford to leave the cue ball a little bit more out in the open. But I guess it means that Steve's got an easier safety shot, which he manages to get nicely and cuts me off the reds I would like to play. So again, just a containing one here, making sure I don't put the black in. Lovely red. Lovely red. Now, can he get through to this black? Looks like he can to me, but he's not playing it. I genuinely don't know why he didn't play the black. So just another safety for me again, just looking to leave the cue ball on that side of the table. Although I have left one to the middle. Oh no, he's playing safety, my mistake. Maybe it wasn't on. So thin off these ones. Try and avoid the in-off. Well, I avoided the in-off and I got away with it. Nearly put the black in as well. Good safety. Could have done with just another roll or two though. Well, played it as a shot to nothing. Didn't play it hard enough to get the cue ball back to balk, but I was not far off the pot. Oh, that climbed back out. Yeah, there's quite a lot of reds queuing up for that left-hand corner pocket, but the black is not letting them go through. So just another safety for me, trying to get behind. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the loud noises. By this time, the sports bar had opened to the public. We got an hour without the public in, but or we got half an hour maybe without the public in. Yeah, by this time there was a few guys on the beers. So nice black, nice red, and chance of another black. And there we go. So that's a nice little break for me, and could make all the difference in what have been fairly low scoring frames so far. Oh, that was close. That was very nearly another red and a black. Just margins out. But a good cut from Steve, and he's unlucky not to be on something easier. But he has played this black nonetheless. Played it as a bit of a shot to nothing, rightly so. But still, good 7 points, and chance of putting a good safety together here. Yeah, avoids the double kiss. Needed a bit of help from a what colour though, but still, it's not too bad. Nothing easy, and actually, there's not really an easy safety either, to be honest. So yeah, I kind of had to trust to a luck a little bit there, and got away with it. But have left this red for Steve, which he puts in. Bit of a wriggle, but goes in, and should be on the blue. And he is on the blue. Now, can he get back down for a red, or is he just going to take the points? It looks like he's queuing up on the top of the cue ball, so he's playing to get the white moving, and he has done. It's a good pot. And he's left himself a chance of this long red. Not quite though. But he's not too bad, because the two reds below the black are blocking each other, so just having to play a safety here. Couldn't get to the potting angle for that one in the middle, so just try to play a safety, but I've underhit it, but got away with it because I've covered the red to the, well, it doesn't go to the middle, obviously past the blue, so Steve's playing a safety, he's playing a snooker, and he's played it well. So I'm having to hit and hope a little bit, looking to go into the bunch, and, well, I didn't foul at least, but I have left a pot on for Steve, which he's taken, and he's got on the green. Just taking a little bit for the scores to catch up. So that's a red and a green. There we go. The scores have caught up. So he's taking the lead again. Just unlucky to catch that red, but sort of bring it out into a potable position for me in the middle. So can I get this red in, hold for pink or black? Black is the option. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Need to get it in though. Position is just half the story. Well, I did get it in, tried to actually arc it off the cushion for the red near the pink, but didn't end up catching that red. And got this tricky little one with the rest, and it goes in, and could have done with a nicer kiss, as Steve said, a little bit unlucky. So just looking for a safety shot off the brown here. Which I do get. I'm happy with that, but they're not all covered, so there is a chance here for Steve, although it'll be a very difficult one. And he's a bit unlucky to catch the knuckle, but where is this cue ball going to end up? Well, could have been worse. And this red is in onto the middle, but it's tricky. And if I've covered it with the yellow, it was very lucky. I don't think I have. I think he can get to it. Maybe not to the potting angle, but he could get to it, potting angle. Oh, no way. That's so unlucky. So unlucky. So I asked him to play again from the foul, and he's unfortunately made a mistake and left a chance at me. But I need to get on a colour. Played up for the blue, which is okay. Probably could have played for the pink, but well, I'm actually taking the pink. I'm not really sure why I'm not taking the blue when there's a red in baulk. But Anyway, I get the pink in. And play a safety from there. Yeah, that's okay. So got myself a reasonable lead here, set 18-point lead. Still 4 reds left, so it's by no means a frame over or anything. And Steve's played a good safety here, but I can possibly get a better one here by getting this red behind the, getting this white behind the black, but not quite behind the black, but the cannon on the black has left it behind the pink. Although, can he get to? I think he can get to this red, can't he? He can, but just doesn't quite go in. Yeah, just put some accidental side on it. And yeah, played that red, but played a bit of safety in mind. So that's okay. So you can cut this red. Can he get round them, back out? Oh, he can. Oh, he's just a bit unlucky not to come out for a colour. He's going to play the green. Double maybe? Oh, just a safety. Just a safety. Good shot. Now, can I get through the gap between the red and the yellow for the red near the corner pocket? Okay, so here, I need to hold my hand up and say, my And we're back. And the good news is that is the only camera glitch we had during the whole of the recording of the day. All God knows how many frames it was. So sorry about that, my bad. After that I learned my lesson and start and stop the camera record after every frame. So just a safety from me. Still got a fairly healthy lead. Even after playing in the dark. You can hear the rowdiness of the club now. It's starting to be, they're starting to get towards football kicking off time. I think certainly towards lunchtime football kicking off time, because it was a sports bar. Well, this was a separate snooker room, but we couldn't shut the door. It didn't have a catch on the door, so we couldn't really properly shut it. So just a safety from Steve. The side-to-side safety worked out pretty well. Although I should be able to get the cue ball up towards the green and the blue, but I just don't play it with enough right-hand side. But still happy with the cue ball on the cushion like that. Double kiss from Steve, but it's worked out okay. And what am I going to do here? I'm just going to try and play it around the angles, get the cue ball on the cushion, which I've done nicely. Red is safe, past the middle pocket, thankfully. But there was a chance of a snooker here, and he's very unlucky not to get one. Can I get this red in? Try and get this frame one. No, I can't, and I think I'm going to leave it for Steve as well. It needs a bounce though, but it hasn't bounced enough. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, I thought it was going to go off. It was a good shot, in fact. Yeah, so these, in terms of the tables at the club, they weren't the quickest. This one was probably, I think, slightly quicker than the other one. But this one had a couple of I think the cushions needed a bit of work because it had a couple of dodgy bounces. But the cloths and stuff were pretty good, pretty good condition. They weren't torn or anything. It's just, I think it was just really cold, so that's why it was pretty slow. They weren't like super fine cloths or anything. They were sort of club standard cloths. Nice black from Steve. Gives himself a head start, or not a head start, but a good start on the colours. Oh, he's unlucky not to get that yellow in. Would have had a shot on the green, even though the long shot. And he's kind of stuck it up a little bit for me. Having to cue over the brown, which is not ideal, but still would expect me to get this. But I don't. I mean, I'm not even close to it. And if I snooker him here, it'd be very lucky. Thankfully, I don't. Oh, that was very close from Steve. Right, he's left it safe. So, rest shot. What can I do here? Well, tried to spin it around the black and the pink, but didn't quite work. Steve's tried to do the same thing, but ends up cannoning the black. But left the yellow safe. Can't cut this in, so just gonna, go off the cushion with topspin, but trying to convince the yellow to stop. It's just held up for this to be awkward, but still, it's a chance. Oh, it's climbed back out. Lucky not for it to go in, and then he's a little bit fortunate to not to leave it in a better position for me, and that was a crazy shot. I'm really not sure what I was doing there, giving away 4 needless points really, and giving Steve chance to put me in a snooker, and he's not far off doing so. So can I put him in a snooker? I think I can. Oh no, it's just not. Is it in the snooker? Has it run far enough? I think he can just, he's just said, I think I can just see something. So he just needs to come off the edge of this yellow, try to avoid the in off. He has done. He's hit it pretty well. Hit it quite hard, but actually it's worked out quite well. I mean, obviously I've got a shot at this yellow, but it could have been a lot easier. Oh, but I played it very nicely. It didn't half wriggle, but felt I cued that pretty well to get back for the stun out for the green. Oh, but then I decel. That could have been it. Get green in, and that would have been a lot of pressure for Steve. As it is, he's managed to get me in a kind of snooker again. I think similar. I can see an edge. Yeah, I could. Not enough to pot it, but I could see an edge. And I've left it. Oh, well, left it, but the cue ball's close to the cushion, so these are never easy. Oh, yeah, it's a tricky shot. Now, I assume I can see the edge of the green here. I can. Now, what I don't want to do is going off again. Oh, I haven't gone enough, and I've ended up jawing him. Now that is incredibly lucky, but that is an excellent hit, proper good hit. So I'm glad he didn't give away points for a fluke snooker. I'd rather be able to get a snooker myself and try and get the points. But in trying to get a snooker, I've put the green over the pocket. So can Steve get this in from range? He can. Cue ball is running down towards the pink. Means he's going to be a little hampered over the pink. Yeah, having to use quite a long bridge here over the top of the pink to get the brown. Yeah, that was going to be tough. And it's left me a chance. It looks easier on the screen than it actually was, I think. It's quite thin. Yeah. Again, didn't commit to it. Was looking to put the cue ball on the cushion. Had to move the camera this time because there was definitely no room for Steve to take a shot. So just a brief minute, the camera is in this position, but we put it back straight after the shot, as you see. There we go. So my shot on this brown. Can I get this brown in? No, not even close. That was a pot attempt. And I got away with it. Brown is safe-ish. Well, he went for the snooker, but didn't quite get it right, and he's left me chance to play a good safety shot here, but I don't play it very well at all, and get away with that. I needed to hit that thinner. So safety shot from Steve. He's played it okay, but he's put the brown towards the corner pocket, although I'm hampered a bit over the pink. So this is tough. Yeah, hampered. And if I've snookered him, that was not intentional. And I have snookered him, so he's having to go up and down the table. But again, another good hit. Pleased to see that. I was pleased to see him escape from the snookers that I put him in by accident, at least. Which I think was the majority of the ones I put him in by accident. But it was a good brown from me. Which perhaps I wouldn't have got that chance if I hadn't fluked the snooker. But followed up by a very good blue. And that is the frame over. Yeah, that's that.
Before we go into the final frame of this match, please give the video a like if you're enjoying what you see by clicking the thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen or on your application. And if you're watching this video without being subscribed to my channel, Wrote for Q, then please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, and it does help get the channel and its content out to new viewers, which will help the channel grow. Anyway, let's take a look at this final frame. Can Steve pull it back to 2-2, or will I take a 3-1 victory?
On to frame 4, as I said. And Steve to break in this last frame of the 4. Now, our match had taken so long that Mark and Andy had already finished their match, so they were doing some coaching on the other table, or at least playing a friendly maybe. As I say, I allowed 2 hours for each match, thinking half an hour per frame would be okay on average. And yeah, these 4 frames were all getting on for sort of 45 minutes to an hour. So mistake from me. Lovely long pot from Steve. And the pink goes past the pack. But not quite. But he's crashed into the pack, or come to rest next to the pack, touching ball. So I was able to play away, trying to get him behind the yellow. Wasn't far away. Did kind of snooker him on a lot of the balls, but he was able to get to that ball, but then he's very unlucky to push that red towards the corner pocket. Meant that he couldn't get a pot on the pink or the black, so just plays a containing safety, making sure I couldn't see that red. Now I've left a bit of a plant on here. He needs to avoid the push shot though, and he does. He just pulls back, I think. Tricky, this black, just rolling up to it, trying to make sure he doesn't leave the red, which he hasn't left the red, so I'm just going to fire it through the gap and try and cut him off for that red as well, which I've done. So he's having to play this red up the table, looking for a safety shot, or is he going to try and cut it in? He's cut it in, and he's played it very well. So some nice reds to get going with on this frame from Steve. Now, can he get this blue in and at least get on the red? He's not. He's overcut it. I think he might have left the red for me. Can I get past this pack? I can. But can I get the cue ball out for a colour? Well, it's not too bad. Would have preferred to have been on the blue, but the pink is at least doable. I wasn't far away. Hit it quite hard trying to get the cue ball out for a red, but really that was unlikely, so I should have just tried to play the pink dead weight. Anyway, Steve's able to play a good safety. And had a go at that red, but didn't really get close to it. Can Steve cut this red into the middle rather? He can. It's a good shot. Very unlucky to can in the green though, because I don't think he can get through to the blue. So it's just the pink, the long pink. It wasn't far away, but not quite. So just a safety shot from me. Trying to get the cue ball on the cushion as usual. Not too bad. See Steve's taking this on? No, I don't think so. I think it's just a safety, but kind of brought the red up the table with him. So where's this going to finish? Well, it's finished, so it's covered by the brown, but I get down to play and I lean over and put my cue on the brown, so it's a foul. And move the brown enough so that Steve can then get through to that red and tries to play a snooker behind the green and brown. He's not far off, just half a ball roll, and it would have been perfect. And I play that a bit thin. Need some help off the yellow, which I get, and end up with a decent shot, but very lucky. There's just a containing one from Steve, which plays pretty nice. Cut off all the pots available, really. So I'm just going to play this red into the other red and get the cue ball up the table, which I've done. Yeah, happy with that. But very low scoring frame this so far. Again, bit of fortune, and as I said, I put the colours even more awkward than they were. So safety shot, okay, but I can get my hand on the table. I'm having to lean over a bit actually though, but happy with that pot. But I don't know why I played it that hard. I think I thought I could maybe knock the black along the cushion. I'm not sure. That's my only explanation. But either way, didn't do that. Just a safety for me. And Steve, what's he going to do? He's going to try a pot. It's not far off. And I think he's unlucky. He's left this red to the middle, especially with the blue close to the middle pocket. I like to think I'll be able to get the blue at least. Which I can. Can I get the blue? I can get the blue, but well, a bit unlucky there. Hold my hand there, but I should not have played it that hard. I was hoping to get behind the red for the red back into the same middle pocket, but never mind. At least I got a red in the colour, which is more than I've been getting so far in this frame. And that's a nice pot from Steve with the black there as well. Tricky black, just off the cushion. Yeah, very tough. Very tough. It would have been easier if it was on the cushion, I think. So just rolling this in, hoping that I've still got a shot of the pink or the black. Pink I'm going to take. This is a similar shot to Steve, only a little bit easier because it's closer to the pocket. But it was just a little bit off the cushion. But I think I stroked that in fairly well. Didn't get brilliantly on the next red, but I have got a shot at it. But I don't get it in. Right, what's Steve got here? Is he going to play a pot here? Is he going to safety, just a safety, trying to get down towards the black cushion by the looks? So, played a very speculative plant there, thinking that I probably wouldn't leave anything on, and I'm pretty much right. Although this red is on, but it's very difficult. But he wasn't far away, he really wasn't far away at all. And just trying to get a half snooker behind the green so that forcing Steve to play a particular red, i.e. this one, which he does. He plays it okay though. He just runs far enough that I can't cut it in the middle. So I'm going to play sort of like a, well, it's kind of half-hearted attempt at the cut, but really just trying to get the cue ball up on the baulk cushion. That was a tough shot. Red close to the cushion like that, but just gone far enough that I can't easily cut the red in the middle. So going for this one, and it does disappear. Am I on the black? Well, I am, but I think I'm going to need. Oh, I'm leaning over. I was going to get the long stuff out, but I can just about get this in. But probably should have got the long stuff out because that is a 14-point swing to Steve, which is not a good thing. I just need the scoreboard to catch up, and he can also get the next red and get nicely on the pink. Yeah, so when I say a 14-point swing, it means that those 7 points should have been mine, but they went to Steve. So rather than, so I see that as a 14-point swing. Oh, he doesn't quite get that red in though, but he's ahead. Yeah, scoreboard's just taking a little while to catch up, I think. But nice red from me. Just a snooker here, I think. Yeah. So I could do with some points off this, but he's played it really well. Yeah, just tried to send the red back up to, well, back up, send the red up to baulk, but caught the knuckle. By this time, Mark and Andy are getting probably quite impatient that we're taking so long over this match. That wasn't a good safety, and very lucky not to leave Steve something easier. But this is a chance with the rest, but the black and the pink are on the spot, so stroke this in and he should be on one of them. And he would have been on one of them, but he doesn't quite get the pot right. Just a safety shot from me, I assume. Just try and hold the red, hold the cue ball on the cushion and send the red back down towards the black spot. Well, that was the plan. Well, not quite the plan. I was sending it towards the cushion, but would have been close to the pocket if I did it any harder. So, kind of good job. It stopped halfway down the cushion. So a chance here. It's tricky though, especially getting out of the black, which I've done, but I actually hit it too hard. But I've got a chance of the pink, but I don't get it in. But it's a red. Scores are pretty close. This red is pretty critical, especially if the colour goes in. If it's mine, then probably scores will be pretty much even. If it's Steve's, then he's going to have a handy lead going into the colours. But it's mine. Or is it? Because I get it in and then get one of the unluckiest flicks off the pink I've ever had to go in off. So Steve has got a nice 10-point lead going into the colours, but he just makes a mistake there. Doesn't leave it easy for me, but I would have preferred to have this shot than him to have potted it. So able to get the yellow out of baulk and down towards the pink spot. And the cue ball's close to cushion, so this is tricky. Oh, that was close, so he did very well to get that close to it. But he's left me one of the, I quite like these sort of shots where you can just sort of play a little bit right hand side, come off the cushion and head up towards the baulk area, but there's a chance of doubling the yellow. And play that about as well as I could, I think, without getting a snooker. But could Steve have got a snooker here? No, he's just cannoned the green. Put the green safe though, which is good for him because he's ahead. And I just don't get the yellow. And is the white going in off? No, it's not. Get away with that. And so it was either going to be incredible bad luck or incredible good luck, and it turned out to be the latter because I got Steve in a snooker, which he does get out of. But he does end up putting the yellow over the pocket for me, so try and get move the green here, but don't really get that shot right. I guess I've left myself a double chance, but just going to play safe here, wanting the win now. Thinking I'm only 8 points behind. I usually fancy myself when I get to the colours because I'm decent with the colours at this sort of stage of the game. So just trying to concentrate now. And Steve's played that pretty well. Green was drifting towards the pocket. Some more football shouting. I don't know what that was, whether it was pool. There's a lot of pool tables in the other room, but there was also a few big TVs. So it could have been football, could have been pool. And it's a good shot from Steve. He gets a nice bounce. He could have snookered me here. And he has. So can I hit this? Look, from this angle, it looks like I'm playing completely wrong place. But play it about as good as I could do. But Steve's got a chance to get another snooker here. Send the green past the pink and get the white behind the pink. I think that's what he tried, but maybe should have put a little bit more on it to try and get the cue ball back out. Not really sure what I played there. Very fortunate that the cue ball didn't go in. I think we were both a bit frustrated that we weren't playing better at this point in time. It was the first match of the day for us, so match of the day. But hopefully, I won't get a copyright strike for that. So I sent this green towards the pocket, but I think I've got a good cue ball, and actually the green has done pretty well. Steve's trying to swerve this. I think he did just put a little bit of swerve on it, but managed to get the contact quite nicely. And he's got it safe as well. So me trying to put the cue ball up towards Bork and end up going in off again. So giving far too many fouls away here, unfortunately, in this particular frame. So Steve's got a 12-point lead. Still plenty on. 25 points on. So 12 points is not. If we shared the points now, then well, that wouldn't make a difference, would it? I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's done well to get that safe. I've got a chance to. Well, I had a chance to do a similar shot to what Steve tried earlier, trying to get behind the pink, but I didn't hit it hard enough. I had a bit more margin for error as Steve did as well, because I could have come off the cushion to get behind the pink. But Steve's played a good shot there. Tap on the table from me. I think I just nudged the camera there when I was getting down on my shot. But played a decent safety nonetheless, although the green is in the middle of the table. Again, need to make more emphasis on getting the object ball safe rather than the cue ball. But Steve doesn't manage to get the ball in, and he just, well, yeah, he holds his hand up, but it's not a snooker, but it does limit my options. And I'm nearly going off. That probably would have been curtains if I'd gone in off there. Oh, that was close, very close, and he's left this green. And there's a couple of options, there's a couple of shots here. If I get this right, but I don't put the green in, and that is ridiculous. I caught when I was pushing the cue through there, caught my knuckle on the edge of the table, which is not, that's not an excuse, but yeah, that's the reason why I missed that shot, I think. But bit of a mistake there from Steve, giving me a chance to cut this green in, but I don't even take it on. I'm just playing safe at the moment, trying to put a bit of pressure on Steve. And I think I've not quite got the snooker, or have I? No, I've not got the snooker. Steve nearly gets the snooker, but doesn't quite. So it's tense. We both want to. Well, Steve wants to avoid the loss, and I want the win. Now, can he cut this green in? Get around the table? No, he's just playing safe. tried to side-by-side safety shots. Worked out pretty well. But I should be able to get the cue ball up towards Bork. Oh, but I can in the brown. That's a pretty stupid mistake. But at least this time the green is safe. So just up and down the table. But this green is going towards the pocket, but it's not in. It's not got the legs. Now, can I get this green in? I can. Cued that pretty nicely. Just playing the green. Didn't try and get any position really. Just now playing. Actually, I played that deliberately because I needed the black, so I played to get the sacrificed position a little bit to try and get the black out into play. So that could be the making or the. Well, it could be the cleverest thing I've ever done, or it could be the stupidest thing I've ever done. Because if Steve gets his brown, then the blue and the pink are there for the taking. Well, in fact, he only really needs the brown and the blue, doesn't he? Basically. Oh, and he nearly gets the brown, but he just goes in off. So that's made it a little more interesting. It's brought the scores even closer together. Only 5 in it now, and the brown is there for the taking for me. Can I get on the blue? Needs a bit of a bounce. It's bounced, but maybe not as much as I wanted to. But the pink is over the pocket, and I just need blue and pink now. Thanks for that foul. And there we go. It's very unlucky. If he hadn't got that foul, I would have needed the black as well. And that concludes the first match of CueTube 2023.
So yeah, overall, I was pretty pleased with the 3-1 result. I don't think I played particularly well, and Steve will certainly tell you he didn't play particularly well. But all frames were fairly close. I think they could have gone either way, but for maybe a couple of flukes or a couple of snookers here and there. And the last frame in particular was very close, very low scoring. So that could have easily gone to Steve. But in the end, it did go to me, so I was quite happy to take the 3-1 victory, which gives me 3 points in the league table. Speaking of the league table, let's have a look at how it stood after match 1. And as you can see, I'm at the top of the league, which may only be briefly, depending on the result of Andy and Mark's match. Speaking of that match, be sure to tune in to Snooker's Burden Trophy channel tomorrow at 5 PM for that match. I'll certainly be there. Hope you can join us too. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this tournament.